I'm Jan Procter-King. I'm a practice nurse. On Friday I'll be in Bradford in a city practice doing cardiovascular disease. The reason that I'm here today is that I did a couple of tours of the country on a CKD training day. I don't know, has anybody been on my kidney day, seen me dressed as a kidney cell? Oh, you've been on the other one. Oh, don't peak too early. And then they were designed for general practice, really to stem down the flow to you. So we were better with blood pressure. We were avoiding AKI with our enthusiastic management of things. And what became apparent is that a cornerstone to vascular disease, which is my speciality, kidney disease, liver disease, which we went round with the year after, is behaviour and people changing their lifestyles. So we were then commissioned by NHS Kidney Care to do a study day on motivational interviewing. And who've I met on the motivational interviewing course? I know I've met Richard, and yes, so I do apologise because you'll have seen some of this before. But I've been asked to come today to talk about motivational interviewing. It's only a flavour, and at the end of the day I'll put a slide up of if you want to learn more, where you can come and where it's funded. Okay, so I possibly have some. I've got a little tip for you. And if it doesn't work, it really doesn't matter that much. I was delighted to see that you don't like PowerPoint on your shared care. Oh, if you go back into the slideshow from the start. Brilliant. We'll be in. That you, PowerPoint Lite. Our MI day now is PowerPoint free. And for those of you who've been on it before, there is actually a musical session with 4 new characters. So you might want to come again. And if anyone's scared, don't be. So, well, in fact, yes, you probably would be. And I'll turn that on. And hopefully it works. Technology's great, isn't it? If it works. Oh, never mind, hang on. Yeah, and this might work now. So we know what's killing us. It's the life out there, isn't it? I've just been to Manchester to the vascular conference. There must have been some festival on. There was a queue about half a mile long for McDonald's. They must have given out free vouchers. I don't know if anyone went to this festival. But all the things in life that people do that do not help them at all. And the deadly combination, I'm afraid, out in general practice, it ends up... The thing that I get now is... people don't like being told what to do, do they? Do you like being told what to do? No? No. Human nature is to do the opposite if you're told what to do. This is quite good advice. Yeah. About this one. This is good tip, actually. This is good tip. But having been a midwife in a previous life, I can recommend this particular advice. It's good advice should you wish to take it. The thing is, do you ever get tired of saying the same thing? Time and time again. And time and time and time again. And do you ever say things and you think, oh, I shouldn't have said that? You get frustrated, don't you? Do you ever feel like this? This is, I don't know if this one was around when I came round with the MI earlier. Because sometimes I meet nurses and they have just become living leaflets. They have. They're just, or, in my less charitable phase, a patronising pamphlet. Where, and I've seen them stop and they look and they go, have I already said this to you? Because they can't remember what they've said because they've regurgitated the same information. The thing is, you are not leaflets. You don't need to do this. You can bespoke your information to suit the individual in front of you because we are all experts. Who's the expert in you? Who's the expert in our patients? They are experts. And the thing I love about motivational interviewing, it's about equal power and respect. It is respecting them as the expert in them and you as an expert in your own. Equal, not, so it's like this. I talk with my hands. It's like this, not like this. I am an expert, you are a muppet. It is equal power and it is effective. There's lots and lots of evidence out there. Google it, put Rolnick and Miller, press go and you'll find lots of evidence that it is a respectful way. It is a more effective way of facilitating change within an individual. I'll tell you what else it is as well in a minute when I pick up my squeeze button. So if you ever find yourself, say, fear-inducing statements, I once actually said to somebody, do you want to see your grandchildren grow up? Because I was so frustrated because they wouldn't do what I wanted them to do. I knew what was best. I was very keen, very enthusiastic. I'd come to save the world. I wanted to make a difference, but it was really quite unhelpful. And it ended up where I felt like I was wrestling with patients. I'd be exhausted at the end of the day. So, thing is, I've learned that we're all individuals and we know what will suit us. So, there is a new recurring theme, and it's been a delight to listen today around shared care. And it's shared, it's not dumped, it's not delegated. It's about sharing, and communication is about sharing. Yesterday in cardiovascular, I was at the Manchester British Cardiac Society, and they want to make every contact count. Yeah, make every contact count so we can stop the world smoking and start them dancing. It doesn't really matter. 6 C's, communication, compassion, all these things. There's a change in emphasis about how we speak to, relate to, and communicate with people. So, MI, the background, it came from the 1980s where they looked at addiction therapies, and they had name, shame and blame. Basically, if you make you feel bad enough about what you do to yourself, your friends, your family, society at large, you will stop. And they looked at what worked and what didn't work, because this name, shame, blame, paternalistic approach didn't seem to work. And so they looked at, well, what does work? And surprise, surprise, not surprise, it was about the relationship between the therapist and the individual. So they decanted that down and came up with motivational interviewing. It's an ongoing area. If you look at the behaviour guidelines for NICE, for the individual, the features of motivational interviewing are all listed. The open questions, the non-judgmental, affirmation, they're all in there. This is the style which is appropriate for today's healthcare, not for everything. But when it comes for change and behaviour change, if I have a stroke now, don't ask me open questions, be non-judgmental and empathetic. Just deal with it and find out what's wrong, be directive, manage me. But when it comes to the tricky thing about lifestyle, about deciding what I will do for my life, because most of healthcare takes place between appointments, what I'm going to do with myself, MI is a very nice style. So, it's based on the underlying principle that people are generally better persuaded by reasons they have thought of themselves than by those that come into the minds of others. In other words, what we hear ourselves think and say has a bigger impact than things that come from other people. And you will know this yourself, or at least we'll see. And there's 2 definitions. I'm not going to read them out. Can you read them from the back? Are you all right at the back there? Yep, thank you. I'm not very good at reading things. I'm a little bit dyslexic and it all comes out wrong if I just look at the words. Interesting, isn't it? You're just going to make conversations in a style that allow people to hear themselves think. The top one, well, the core for MI is about looking for what's within, this intrinsic, from what's within them. Because people are experts in them. We all are. And exploring and resolving ambivalence. Now, when I say to you, apart from the people who've been on my course, ambivalence, look at this, I'm walking right at you. You can relax, I never pick on people at the front. What does ambivalence mean? Oh, you're all going, can't be bothered? I'm getting a Get your hands out of your pockets, put them like this, and show me what you think ambivalence means. I dare you. This is an example of being directive. Go on. Oh, yeah, beautifully put at the back there. Yeah. Kind of, I might not. I could. I might not bother. Hello. I've just seen a friend. Hello, darling. This in two minds. I might want to do it, I might not. It might be a really good idea, but then there's reasons I might not want to. January the 1st. Yeah. Oh, I'm going to go on the 5-2 diet. That'll be the answer for me. The 5-2 diet, how hard can it be? So I'm going to go, I'm doing it day 1, 500 calories, feeling good, looking good. Day 2, oh shit, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not going to do that. Yeah? I'm going to join the gym. It'll be brilliant. I can go 4 times a week. When I work it out, it only costs £39.50 a visit. I will go. 3rd visit, oh God, I'm knackered. I can't be bothered. I'll give up that. Have you, yeah? Ambivalent, you might not. We go like this in ambivalence. I've just had, I'll share with you an ambivalent conversation that I had outside those doors at 5 to 2. And it went like this. Would you mind holding the microphone for me? Be brave. They're a bit scary, but they mean well. Right. There we are. I'll hit you with my ears. There I was. I looked at the pork pies and I thought, fan-bloody-tastic. Look at that, pork pies, and they're only little. I'm going to have one of those. In fact, I might get one in my bag for later. Where are the napkins? Whoa, 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 what you doing? What you doing? You've stuffed your face for 2 days. Are you a woman who needs a pork pie? Back away from the pork pies. Put them down. You don't need them. Yeah, but there's piccalilli. There's piccalilli. Good God. You can't just pass by pork pie and piccalilli. I think you find you can. I think you'll find the world won't come to an end if you don't have a pork pie. Get a grip. There's about 700 calories in that. It's only time. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. You're trying to lose weight and you're not doing very well at it. Well, why don't you have one and then just go for a power walk tonight? Oh, and when did you last go for a power walk? Get a grip. You know what you'll do? You'll go home, you'll think, oh, sod it, I've blown it now. You'll get the gin and tonic out and you just sit on your big fat... No, you see, you don't need it. Sod it. Thank you. Now, I had that pork pie, and can I just say it was delicious? It was absolutely delicious. Yeah, it was so nice. So nice. Do you recognise this kind of ambivalent conversation? Yeah? Who had one just before I got up today thinking, right, I could sneak out now. Yeah, but everybody's looking. Yeah, but you could get an early train. Yeah, but somebody might notice. Well, if you just sneak out slowly while there's a fuss about a computer. Yeah, yeah. Go on, admit it. You did, didn't you? Who had one? Oh, it's only a course. I could be late. I might go, oh, yeah, I could dress down. Do I have to cab? I could wear my jeans. Oh, yeah, but your boss might be there. What would they think if... We have these conversations all the time. All the time. Really fast like that. And what we're going to do with MI, if you recognise that ambivalence, all we're going to do with MI is allow people to explore their ambivalence. If we take shared care for dialysis, we are going to allow them to think, if I don't want it might cost me time and maybe it'll be inconvenient and I might not get it right and maybe they're just dumping the care on me. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Yeah, but you're being more in control and it'd be quite interesting, and actually it is about you and you're not stupid, it doesn't look that hard. What we're going to manage is we're going to let them have that whole conversation out loud. We are not going to steal the big lines like, feel good to be in control. Well, how hard can it be? Well, I might be a bit faster than they are. Well, this is all about me. What we're going to do is we're going to allow them to have those words and we're going to big them up. We turn up the light, brighten the volume, really get them to voice, because are they more influenced by what I say or what they say? what they say. So we are going to allow them to hear themselves say this side of their conversation. We won't ignore this side. If you ignore it, it'll get louder. I've told you, love. I don't want it dumping on me. I'm not responsible for it. They'll get loud. So we will acknowledge this side and big up that side. They will get the big lines. It is really, really simple, motivational interviewing. It's not easy to do your ears with a thing in your hand. Hang on. So, it's about ambivalence is key. Now, what else is it? Well, the other thing is, it's a really good way of letting excuse me, mate, I'm just going to go to work. Standard shift. I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm being ridiculous. But I usually am. Oh, that's better. I've been at work. You get these at work, don't you? Yeah. Responsibilities. Well, I'm quite senior now, you know, so I take mine very, very seriously. Yeah. I love my job. I do. I take it very seriously. You know, I feel responsible. At my practice, I'm responsible for making sure everybody has AF, goes on warfarin. Because if they don't, they'll have a stroke. So I tell them, I say, you need to get warfarin. It will stop you having a stroke. I plead, I cajole, I beg, I enthuse, I educate. I point out wheels, leaflets, posters. I am very, very enthusiastic. It doesn't really work. They go, I don't want rat poison. It'll be inconvenient. I'll have to go to the hospital. You can't drink, can you? My friend, he can't have spinach. Never had spinach for 10 years now. Then I've got a very large South Asian population. Young lads, I specialise in diabetes. Young lads, overweight, smoking. I can smell it. They say they don't, but I can smell it. They're physically inactive. They are going to have diabetes, well, they often do, in their teens, younger than their parents. And I say, you need to walk more and do less. I tell them, but they don't listen. Do you ever come home from work weighed down by the sense of responsibility of what you've got to do to keep people well? So you've got about as much energy as it takes to just get on the settee and then dribble. No energy left for your loved ones. Well, this monkey represents today, for me, represents responsibility to change, to take control, to make a decision or not. And I teach, keep your hands off other people's monkeys. They're not yours. Who's responsible for you? Yeah. Who's responsible for what you do or you don't do? You are. Yeah. So what you do with MI, you leave that responsibility where it belongs. We leave it with our patients. I leave it with my son. I leave the responsibility for things that are not mine where they belong, with the appropriate person. I keep my hands off other people's monkeys. Because I don't know about you. I've got enough monkeys of my own. I've got enough responsibilities of my own. Don't need anybody else's. Doesn't mean I don't care. It means that I am more effective. Because what we do as caring professionals is we think, you answer my questions, I can solve this for you. I know the solution. I know what's right. And we have this writing reflex. But it's often monkey grabbing. You go, no, I know what's best. I know how you'll do this. No. Just answer my questions. I can solve this for you. And what we do is we take the responsibility. So with MI, you leave the responsibility where it belongs with the individual. Because do you know what? People have motivation. Everybody has motivation. Did you know that? You might think, oh, John, you've not worked where I worked. But I've always worked in interesting places. So let's test it out. Everybody, close your eyes, I dare you. Close your eyes. Go on, I can see you. So there's no cheating. What I'd like you to do is think about something in your life you'd like to change. You might think, do you know what, sod it, I'm going to buy full sugar Ribena next time. You buy that low sugar stuff, you just use twice as much and it's not half the price, so bugger it. And when you've thought of something you'd like to change, stop, get, lose? Just open your eyes again. Oh, nobody's nodded off, and nobody has a perfect life. It's reassuring. So you're all motivated for change. People are motivated. The thing is, I don't know what you're motivated for, and I'm a little bit nosy. So what I'm going to do is ask you, I'm going to just select somebody at random. They can come down here. We've got 2 microphones, and they can tell everybody about the change they were thinking of. So are you ready? Shut your eyes, relax, just close your eyes. Close your eyes. You'll know it's you because I'll press down on both your shoulders. So you can just, oh, that's it. Oh, there's some, oh, yeah, yeah. Lovely. Right, open your eyes. I haven't picked on anybody, and I wasn't going to. Some people wouldn't even shut their eyes. They're thinking, I don't fucking think so. Get you, lady. No, no, no. Yeah? Ooh, ooh. I'm not going to because, well, how did it feel when it might have been you? Uncomfortable. What else? Threatening, yeah. Very personal, because if it was easy, you'd have done it, wouldn't you? And what might have happened? If I had picked on you, what might you have done? Change. What's your name? What's your name?
Fiona.
Fiona was going to lie. To the nurse, I'm a nurse, 35. She was going to lie. Can I just tell you? Lie. Barefaced lie. Yeah? Thank you for playing with it. Yeah. And is it any wonder, you know, when patients come in, they come in and you're there. Yes, hello, I'm the expert. Sit down. We'll just, nice, hello, my name is. Very nice. You start off well-meaning. Okay, so we'll just go through all your shameful behaviours. While I judge you and find you wanting. Yeah? We've got to be very careful, because being judged, the fear of that would, if you'd said, well, actually, I need to do more exercise, or I need to cut down my alcohol, or I need to knock the fags on the head, or whatever, that we would have all have judged you, wouldn't we? And you can judge somebody with an eyebrow, can't you? I watched it happen the other day. I want to write an article called The Power of the Eyebrow. Yeah? One eyebrow, you can ask a question. You can judge someone. You can go, ooh, fancy you. Yeah. One eyebrow. And this room could have judged you, and that would have made you feel that big. But with MI, we don't judge. We look with kind eyes for what matters, not for what is the matter. We don't do the medical model of, I will find out what is wrong with you. We use, I will look for what is right with you. Let's look for what's right with what you can do, how you would go about it. Because the other thing is, not only is everybody motivated, they've got solutions. It's weird. They don't just vaporize, never having thought of anything before they come to you. They have solutions. That thing you thought of, that I'm not going to ask you what it was and you don't have to tell anyone. But just imagine you decided, I will do it. Yeah, I will do that thing. Yep, decided. Would you know the very first step to take to do that thing? Even if it was difficult, would you know what it was? I'm getting people going, it's called the nano head move. Because somebody next to them might go, no. And then they might have said the wrong thing. Yeah, you would know, wouldn't you? You would know. Because people do. Because do you know what? People are amazing. They are experts. They know themselves. So with MI, we allow them to hear themselves. We allow them to listen to their reasons. Because, we've done the eyes. Look, this is eyes closed, eyes open, eyes closed, eyes open. And then you would all know what you really wanted to do. Wouldn't you love to just roll in a bowl of puppies? But anyway, there you go. Maybe I shouldn't have shared that. It's been a long week. So let's imagine, am I all right for another couple of minutes? Yeah. Here's an individual ambivalent about stopping smoking. Yep. We would normally shout out, but these are reasons why they'd like to stop. These are reasons why they would like to continue. Do we ever, in our very helpful way, go, look, Bob, You don't want to stop smoking. It's your only pleasure, mate. You've got a very stressful life. Very stressful life. And think of your Uncle Bob. He smoked till he was 98. Only died in a very tragic hang gliding exercise. Yeah? And your weight will go up. Oh, you'll balloon. You'll balloon, and you haven't got rid of the last 2 stone you put on and failed to give up, I may add. You have tried before and you have failed. You don't need, it's a habit, love. It's a habit. You're addicted. It's too late for you. Do we ever say that? No, of course we don't. And I'm not suggesting for 1 minute we do. But what do? We come over here, don't we? And we adopt the high ground. And we go, oh, Bob, you really should. Look at this wheel. If you gave up smoking, now you could afford a yacht. Never mind a holiday in Spain. It's killing you. It's killing you. You get cancer, you get lung disease. It's not good for your kidneys. It's not good for your blood pressure. You're killing your children, your family with the secret smoke. Oh, you'll age. You see this picture here? You see these people? These are twins. One smoked and one didn't. Yeah, the one that looks like a crisp bag, that is not a crisp bag. That is a twin. Sorry. I am being ridiculous. I am sorry. We do that, don't we? What do? Well, Bob may have come in here and we steal the big lines. We go, you must, you should, and if you don't, I really can't recommend enough that you don't do this, that you stop it. What does Bob get to say in his head and out loud? Yeah, but I've tried before. I failed. I ballooned, love. It's my only pleasure. You're not listening, nurse. I know you mean well, love, but I have a very stressful life. And my Uncle Bob died when he was 94. In a tragic hang gliding accident, may I add. So he may have come to you for your 2 minutes, you do your very nice, helpful thing, and he can leave even less likely to change because all he's heard is himself saying, I can't, I failed, it's my only pleasure. Yeah? So I wrote this one, sat over there when I was listening to you this afternoon. Now, I can't fill this in, but my challenge to you with MI is, how do you give your patients, your clients, people, the whole conversation out loud so they can hear all the good side? Don't steal the big lines. With motivational interviewing, you use open questions to get it all out. Reflections so they hear that side louder. Affirmations because people are amazing. They're even turning up for their appointment. You can affirm people on that. This is a long haul for your clients and patients. How can you, and then you summarise so they hear side from the pink ears, from the good side, they'll hear it 3 times. It is very, very simple. It's just not easy because we are trained to ask questions and find out what's wrong and know what's right for them. So my challenge for you is, if you get chance to learn, and I notice you had it in your curriculum for your shared care learning, you've got it in there, haven't you, MI? Don't assume, I know how to do it, I'm very good. I used to say that, and I was not. And as one of my patients said, for a gobby lass, you don't say much, do you? I took it as a compliment. But you can only get better at it by practicing. It is very simple, it's just not easy. So tune up if you've got those skills. If you haven't, go find them, because for all the stuff I know, and I've learnt lots of stuff, and I've got lots of letters after my name, and I'm very, tuned into all things vascular, but the thing that actually makes the difference to me and my patients are my MI skills, not knowing fantastic stuff. So on that note, at the moment, if you wanted to do a study day with a few of you have done it, would you? I'm putting my life in my hands now. Would you recommend it? Yeah. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you. And come again because we've got a musical Dalek. Yeah. There's no PowerPoint and it's very informal, and it is designed to just teach you the basic skills, and they can make a difference. And the whole thing about sharing care is respect, equal power, and allowing people to hear themselves, because you'll be surprised what comes out. So in these areas, the North West Yorkshire and Humber, might not be exactly where you want it and when you want it, but if you go on this website here, you will find out where you can access these days. And we go to certain, sometimes we're hired to a renal unit, so I'm going to Barnstable and Southampton, and we've been to Guy's and Royal Free, but if it's something that's public and I can say, you can come and it's funded, it will go on this website. So thank you very much.